What's going on, everyone? So the Los Angeles Lakers last night started Cam Reddish against the Philadelphia 76ers, and it's something that I've talked about here on the channel, that I just think you need that influx of just athleticism, defense. I talked about it in the offseason. I talked about it even last season when the Lakers were 8-0 with Rui Hachimura in the starting unit. What happens when the offense isn't cooking, right? Like, as great as that offense works, when the five of them are out there on the basketball court, the defense lacks, the rebounding lacks. You don't have the athleticism and the foot speed necessary to proper keep up with these athletic perimeter players, right? Every time we play a team that has athleticism at the guard position, they just blitz us. And so it was great to see J.J. Redick make that move and bringing Cam Reddish into the starting lineup. I talked about it being Jared Vanderbilt, obviously in the offseason, once he got healthy and he got right. If Jared Vanderbilt comes back, obviously, whenever he comes back, let's say it's end of the month, right? Probably going to take him another 10, 20 games before he comes off the bench. If he can get back to being the Jared Vanderbilt that we know and love and stay healthy, then I still like Jared Vanderbilt over Cam Reddish, but I don't hate the idea of Cam Reddish and then he goes to the bench and you got Jared Vanderbilt and you just got those two defensive menaces. I do think it is a little redundant, but that's neither here nor there, because in this video, I want to talk about Max Christie in particular. It appears, based on this game, now it is just one game, so obviously things could change. J.J. Redick is clearly trying to experiment and try different things and different looks. However, I do think it's very likely that Max Christie is going to end up being the odd man out here. I do think that Max Christie is going to be out of the rotation. He got no meaningful minutes. He wasn't in the rotation last night even. Again, could that change? Sure, of course. But my thing is that, and this is something that I've talked about. Look, I get Max Christie has not been great by any stretch of the imagination, right? He's had his struggles. He's had his issues. He can't shoot the basketball very well. But you knew he was going to have his struggles from the beginning. You knew that it was going to be a bit of a roller coaster for Max Christie, right? And this is my problem. This is why I can't get on Max Christie yet. He was supposed to have already gotten the inconsistent, rough start season out of the way. If last season Darvin Ham would have played him properly instead of playing Taurean Prince 45 minutes a game and actually gave Max Christie consistently, even 12 to 15 minutes a game, he would have gotten the opportunity to kind of work some of that stuff out, right? We've seen some of these young guys. People look at Scottie Pippen Jr. He had a triple-double last night, right? But he got that year out of the way. Look at what he was doing with Memphis last year. Now, obviously, Memphis last year was a tanking team. Lakers aren't a tanking team, but you're also not looking to have Max Christie be your best player every night. You need to have struggles. Look, they're letting Dalton Knecht go through his struggles, right? I mean, Dalton Knecht did not have a good game at all last night, right? But it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that because he's a rookie. He's supposed to kind of go through his struggles. He's going to have games where he goes, 0 or 1 of 10, right? And then he's going to have games where he goes, 8 of 10. And that's how it works. And that's what you need with Max Christie. My problem is Gabe Vincent has been, in my opinion, he's been worse, right? Because one, he's the 28-year-old veteran that has been there, done that, was in a finals, right, as arguably the third best player, and he's giving you nothing. He hasn't been that good defensively that it justifies his lack of offense. He's a guy that, yes, the idea of him being this 3-and-D guard, and Lakers want him to kind of be more aggressive and, kind of find his shot more than just settling for threes and stuff, but again, he doesn't have the athleticism. He doesn't rebound the ball well. He doesn't do anything else, right? He's just the point of attack guy. And my thing is, I would rather see Max Christie play over Gabe Vincent right now. Why? Because, again, let the kid get through his struggles, get through his hurdles. 2, you're probably trading Gabe. I mean, they've been trying to trade Gabe Vincent all season long. So it'd be nice to get Max Christie right and where he needs to be. Can't be much worse than Gabe Vincent's been giving you. But at least, if you end up trading Gabe Vincent, hopefully by that point, Max Christie's kind of in a flow and a rhythm. Another reason is defensively, they've been just as good. Max Christie gives you bigger size, right? He's a better rebounder. And again, they're both shooting the same, right? So shooting-wise and offense, they're giving you the same type of production. Max Christie's actually been better offensively than Gabe Vincent has been this season. Not by like a huge margin, but still, right? It gives you the same defense that Max Christie gives you, but gives you better rebounding, better size, better versatility, and you can kind of let him go through his struggles. Again, same thing that I said about Dalton Knecht. It applies to Max Christie. He's going to have games where he's bad. He's going to have games where he's great. He'll probably, if he gets consistent minutes going forward and he doesn't just completely fall out of the rotation, he is going to get games where he's going to have, 15 points on, 70% shooting or something because he's just going to get hot. It's part of the struggles of the young guys. But when you don't get the opportunities and you don't get the consistencies, and I understand the Lakers are a team that wants to win and they don't want to risk losing games, right? I'm not saying that Max Christie has been great and he has to stay in the rotation, but you're also asking him to be your sixth best player every single night. If you go to this and D'Lo really comes off the bench, now D'Lo is your sixth best player. Right now, D'Lo is the sixth man off the bench, and I do think it'll take pressure off of guys like Knecht, off of guys like Max Christie. And then when Christian Wood gets back, right? Now Christian Wood and D'Lo can kind of be that tandem off the bench, that duo off the bench. And now Max Christie and Dalton Knecht can kind of be a different version, that they don't have as much pressure on their shoulders. And Max Christie can kind of just go out there and play. Right? Like you're asking Max Christie to play a role that he's just not capable of playing right now. And that's fine given the circumstances. It's why I can't get on him right now. But again, if Gabe Vincent was killing it for the Lakers, right? If Gabe Vincent was giving you, I'm not even saying giving you 15 points or anything. If Gabe Vincent was giving you, say, 8-2-2 with like a steal and, was just one of our best point of attack guys and helped you rebound and help do other things out there besides just like give you a bunch of goose eggs all night and only take 2 shots, then fine. But he's not. Again, in this game, gave you nothing. Gave you literally nothing. I'd rather have the size of Max Christie. Max Christie, even in his bad nights, even when he has had his struggles shooting the basketball, at least will get you some rebounds. At least is being aggressive, right? Like at least he'll go out there and do something, right? Like it's just, again, I think that you should have Max Christie still in the lineup. I think it's too early to write him off yet. Again, 20 games into the season, if he's still basically what he's been the first 8 games, then yeah, at that point, it's like, okay, you don't have it this year. But you got to take into account the situation, which is that Max Christie went from not playing ever, or if he did, it was garbage time or just in spots, to, okay, we need you to be the 6th best player on this team every single night. It's a tall task for anybody, right? I love the Cam Reddish injection into the starting unit. Love it, right? But I don't think that should be at the detriment of Max Christie. I think Max Christie should still be part of the rotation and still be on this team, at least for now. Right? Again, obviously, look, maybe you trade Max Christie. Maybe you trade Gabe Vincent and Max Christie, right? Whatever you end up doing. But I just think for right now, Max Christie gives you things that Gabe Vincent doesn't, and still gives you the same stuff that Gabe Vincent does. That's my only thing. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. One last little note, I guess you could argue is that the Lakers, because it just popped in my head as I was going to sign out, but one of the last kind of things that popped in my head was that you could argue you got to keep playing Gabe Vincent to try to like raise his trade value. I mean, his trade value isn't great right now anyway, but your hope is that he kind of figures some stuff out, and then, now he can be more valuable and maybe a team would be interested in him. So I guess that's an argument, but again, it's just, we're trying to win some games, right? If people are going to take Gabe Vincent, it's not because necessarily him as the player. It's, hey, we could have another year of $11 million on Gabe Vincent, or we could have this guy that's $30 million next year, right? Like that's the thing, right? It's to just kind of get off more long-term salary is why a team would take Gabe Vincent. It's like, I have this guy that has another 3 years of $25 million or $30 million, right? But we could work out some trade and take on Gabe Vincent and clear $22 million at the end of the season, right? Like that's the idea. But anyway, as always, again, love to hear your thoughts and opinions, so let me know. Either way, down in the comments below. That being said, If you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot, so we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.